I'm so proud of you for trying. I told my grandpa as I saw him working out on the gym bicycle. I called in the next day only to find out that his legs were getting stiff and he couldn't even stand up. His Parkinson's had gotten worse. Surely, all of us have heard or know of at least one person suffering from a neurodegenerative disease like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. As I speak, there are more than 6 million people suffering from one of these in the US alone, clearly making it an important target of human health. Unfortunately, therapeutics currently available in the market just delay the progression of these diseases without really treating them. Most therapeutics fail to work in the human trial stages, and by then, a significant amount of time and money have been lost. Therefore, there's clearly a need for better testing tools that can help identify successful therapeutics at an earlier stage. Good news is that researchers have identified some key players in these diseases. The most fundamental entity is called microglia, a cell type in the brain that normally safeguards it from external infections. But these cells behave almost in an opposite fashion in a diseased brain, causing more harm than good. Think of these diseased microglia as good cops turned rogue. We are yet to understand why that switch happens, but a noticeable thing about these cells is their morphology. Like we differ from each other in our appearances, they differ too in their shape, size, and features when exposed to different conditions. But these differences are not well understood. My research involves understanding these differences. By giving them cues to change their morphology, I trigger healthy microglia into a disease state. Then, using different therapeutics to treat these diseased microglia, I assess if they can revert to their old healthy self or take up an alternative form. As illustrated using the film, this assessment is done using imaging to identify their morphology at a single cell level. Imaging is high throughput, meaning it is easier, cheaper, and a quicker mode of analysis as compared to other bioassays. If the treated microglia images match the healthy microglia, then we are looking at a potential therapeutic. Just like the security screens these days that employ image capture to identify bots, I use imaging to identify a potential therapeutic. My research will help me identify whether there are 50 different morphologies of microglia or just 5 of them, and how these cells look in a disease versus healthy state. Using this information, we can develop relevant disease models to screen different therapeutics via imaging, thus significantly speeding up the process of bringing a drug to the market. A drug that treats and not just delays. Thank you.